Elite cameraman here. About 7 days after episode 75, we finally have some official leaks from episode 76, and they sure are crazy. And alongside this, we also have gotten an update on the merch store image with the secret text after a whole month of waiting. After my video earlier today, the image on the merch store was updated once more, and now the secret text is finally readable, which means we have 4 leaks in our hands.
So are you telling me out the Skibidi Series 6 Pod 1 will come out in July 17th? Or tomorrow, or today, but we don't know that.
Right now. But that's not all, because we also got some updates on the strike situation I talked about earlier today, and it is not good news. But the leaks that we've just received at least have brightened our days. And it does look like Boom is actually almost done with the episode because all these leaks are looking very crisp and, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about. People were saying I was coping and yapping when talking about the chair, but I'm about to glaze it even more because it's fricking back. After TV Woman, my favorite character at this point is the chair. I'm truly the #1 chair glazer, but we'll talk more in depth about this later in the video. Also, before I get started, I want to respectfully thank YouTube for demonetizing my last video for using Dafuk Boom's name in the title and thumbnail. They literally didn't care, and I guess I won't ever be using Boom's name in the title thanks to YouTube's dumbass AI. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to support the channel. Anyways, here we go. This time, the leaks were actually posted in a different way. Instead of Boom posting the leaks on the same platform, he decided to post one on Instagram, one on the merch store, and one on Twitter. I don't think this happened before, but I guess he might start posting leaks on Twitter too from now on. When you decide to go and follow him on Twitter, make sure to follow me as well at EliteCameraman_ on Twitter. First, we'll talk about the secret text on the merch store. As you guys know, I already talked a lot about this image, but we can finally see what it actually says. If you zoom in, you can clearly see the sentence, "A common danger unites even the bitterest enemies." I think this clearly refers to what happened on episode 75, and maybe Boom didn't want to really show what it said to not spoil what's going to happen. Alongside this, since this text is on an image of Titan Cameraman with the Astro toilets attacking him. It might foreshadow the fact that Titan Cameraman will be saved by G-Man Toilet. This has been the ongoing theory for a while, and as we get closer to the reveal of events after episode 74, it's looking more like it'll hold true. It also is still unknown when we'll witness these events, but with how the series has happened ever since episode 47. The 7th episodes of every 10 episodes has been crazy. Episode 47, 57, and 67 have all been huge and mostly reveal episodes. In episode 67, we literally saw the return of Titan TV Man after a long while. And it's likely that in episode 77, we'll finally witness Titan Cameraman saving or his funeral, which means episode 76 might be the final build-up after the big reveal. But if you guys have watched my last video, you'd know that Boom actually made a poll on Discord, asking if people want more frequent uploads with more parts or less parts with less frequent uploads, and many people chose the first option, and I think that's why we suddenly got leaks only after 7 days from episode 75. In these leaks, Boom wrote Episode 76 Part 1, which means Episode 76 will at least feature 2 parts, and the leaks I'm about to show you look pretty crisp, so it might mean that we'll get the episode very soon. But before I show you guys these images, I need to talk about the strikes Ibio 75 received from one of the channels that Mr. Boom tried to take down. As you guys know, I mentioned that Ibio talked about the wrongdoings of these channels, and apparently they striked him yesterday, but as if that wasn't enough, they striked him once again today, and it's likely that they'll try to strike a 3rd time. It's still very likely that this guy might try and strike my video too, because I did talk about them, but only time will tell right now. To help, you can only spread awareness of this issue. These people, from what I understand, literally hate Boom, and maybe even the series, but only use it as a tool to make money without any respect to the original creator. Anyways, it's time to move on to the actual leaks that were posted by Boom. The first leak we'll talk about is the large cameraman leak. Even though this leak doesn't seem like much, it at least shows us the current situation with the cameraman squads. The first thing we can notice is that he looks like he has a lot more composure, and his trench coat is a lot more cooler than the usual large cameraman, and it looks like the reinforcement cameraman are finally in the city regions, and not just the Skibidi bunker area. Also, I'm not sure if those were there before on other reinforcement large cameraman, but he has a device type thing on his right arm and it looks like it might be a mini plasma shield that allows him to protect himself. Bro, for real, looks like a mini Titan cameraman with this fit. Alongside this, we can also see a huge fire on the back, which we'll talk about in the next 2 leaks because the situation around this place seems kinda bad. As the next leak, we got something crazy. This leak was posted on Twitter, and after this, I think the chair simps are gonna double because it looks like the fricking chair got an upgrade, bruh. I had to double check, but I'm 99% sure the chair has actually been changed. No idea why, and I really don't know if it's even the same chair, but goddamn, this chair has even more aura. Even if the old chair and the new chair are not the same, they are 100% somehow related. There is just no way Boom is doubling down and posting 2 chair leaks in 2 different episodes. If that was not the case, he wouldn't troll us like that. If you compare the old and the new chair looks like it's more wider and actually looks more stable because of its structure. But what is it for? My main guess last time was that it might be related to the secret TV man or the secret computer race character we saw for a brief second in episode 74, and that maybe he has special powers that lets him shape-shift or become invisible like the secret agent. There are also many people guessing that this is to do with the secret agent, but it's unknown what it's really about. My first goal when episode 76 comes out will be to find where this goddamn chair is. So far, we've seen it 3 times in the last episode, and now it's on a completely different field with a completely different shape. But that's not all with this leak, because if you look behind, we can also see a goofy, cameraman getting yeeted while burning. No idea what blood was fighting, but if it's the next leak I'm about to show you, the Alliance might struggle a lot this episode as well. In this last leak, it's not really clear what's going on, but we can clearly see an Astro toilet. If you look at his eyes being blood red and him having a helmet, we can pretty much confirm it's an Astro. I don't really know which type of Astro toilet this is because it's pretty zoomed in and not much can be seen.